Hi guys, do you remember Reform UK, the leftovers from Nigel Farage's Brexit party who were running on a platform to the right of Rishi Sunak's Tories? They were going to defeat wokeness, truly stop the boats, cut taxes and end NHS waiting lists. So how did they do in the local elections? Well, they fielded candidates in almost 500 seats and they ended up with, wait for it, 6 councillors. So the outfit that could be argued had 10 times as much media coverage as the Green Party ended up crashing and burning. You have to remember that Richard Tice and Reform UK was given an unchallenged platform on both Talk TV and GB News, and this is all they have to show for it, half a dozen seats. In this article, which I leave a link to, the party leader tried to spin the failure as some sort of weird victory. He claimed that the Tories were now running scared because of the inroads Reform made during the local elections. When they held their spring rally some weeks ago, they talked about taking votes away from both the Tories and Labour, but that doesn't seem to have materialised. But while the rhetoric was strong before the vote, Reform actually underperformed. Polling had them taking 8 seats, but they fell too short of that. Rome wasn't built in a day. That was Richard Tice's response to questions by journalists in The Telegraph. But the results of Friday's election will have the Tories not so much looking to their right flank, but perhaps to their left as we get closer to the general election. While we all laugh at Reform UK's 6 councillors and UKIP's 0, the massive swing to Labour may actually convince Rishi Sunak to run on a more centrist platform at the general election, and this may actually help his chances. However, if he listens to the headbangers in his party and tries to out-reform Reform, or out-UKIP, he'll have a massive price to pay at the ballot box. Reform UK's failure to break through, which is something they certainly expected, demonstrates how First Past the Post is geared pretty much to a two-party state. It could also be argued that Reform were selling something the public were not interested in buying. Voters were, of course, casting their ballot based on bread and butter issues like the economy, the NHS and cost of living. While these are not local issues, it could be seen as a referendum on the Tory government. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.